Chucky, and I'm your friend to the end. Heidi-ho.
When you're down here with me, you float down!
Like scary movies?
Uh-huh.
What's your favorite scary movie?
What up, film fans? Happy Thursday night. Welcome to another new episode of Friday the 14th podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Juan, and I'm joined by...
Give me 1 second.
Technical difficulties, that's his name. I am joined by Nick, the 4K bad guy, whenever he gets back. We always... you never plan for technical difficulties, but
Yeah.
they happen. There he is.
Hey everybody, it's the 4K bad guy.
Nick, man, what is going on? I was just telling everybody we always usually never have technical difficulties, but when we do, they're kind of planned, are they not? We meant to do that.
Oh, it's always scripted. Flip to page 7.
Page 7. If you guys have been under a rock, we were smack dab in the middle of spooky season here on Emissawa Productions YouTube channel. Thanks for joining us live. Also, you're watching us on the Cinnamon Movie Podcast Facebook page live. If you're listening to this audio version, you're listening to it wherever you can listen to podcasts. Spotify, iHeartRadio, Pandora, Amazon Music, TuneIn, Stitcher, Apple Podcasts. Just search the Cinnamon Movie Podcast. But man, what a few weeks it's been. Are you smack dab in the middle of spooky season 2? We can get some recent watches out of the way.
So recent watches.
I know it's spooky season for you all year round, but like
yeah, correct.
What about anything that you've kind of dived into that you want to let anybody know what might be good?
So I'm trying to put a date on our last episode when that was. I don't know when I saw VHS Halloween, the newest one. Those are always fun to see. They come out like yearly, so that was a fun watch. Recommend that. Last night I went to go see Tron Ares with Jared Leto.
How was that?
I mean, it's visually pleasing, that's for sure. I'm not gonna say the story was complete trash, but I mean, I'll say it's so enjoyable for the casual viewer. But see, I would say wait till streaming, but seeing it in IMAX was pretty dope. And try to think of any other notable watches, honestly.
I mean, it can't be as bad as the original Tron, like in the 80s.
I mean, it's not bad. I think it's just people found out Jared Leto was gonna be in the movie. They just checked out like, nah. I don't think it's Morbin time this time around.
Which is a bad deal because the dude has won an Oscar. He's like one of the he's a pretty good actor. So, but it's almost like ever since the Joker, everything he's done is just kind of like, oh, I'm not gonna go see it. Jared Leto's in it.
Yeah, I mean, if I saw anything that they were kind of critiquing is that his performance was like all very mono, not really that much effort into the acting. But I don't know, maybe it just fit well with the character anyway.
Yeah. What about anything else? Check anything else out?
Theater watches. I can't really think of anything else, but just keep it up. But wrestling here and there. I haven't been able to watch any of the pay-per-views since it's switched onto ESPN.
Luckily, I already had ESPN Plus thanks to me just being a dog at college football, but it's kind of been lack thereof with the recent PLEs. If you want to get my drift of it, it is what it is, though.
And you're afraid of what? Does that like go within the bundle,
Yeah,
or is that off?
you get Disney Plus, Hulu, and ESPN Plus.
I know there's that option, but I think I went with the Plus, Hulu, and Max bundle.
Oh, okay, okay. At least you get to watch the AEW pay-per-views.
I mean, the option's there, but I haven't really kept up with AEW in a long time.
Neither has anybody else.
So anyone who out there
Yeah.
is all some viewers like, oh, hey, F off.
It's been a minute since we kind of had talked, but I'm not going to go through it. I won't go through a lot of stuff. I did get the itch to just binge the Mummy movies, so I did watch Mummy 1, 2, and 3. Texas Chainsaw Next Generation for a recent episode of Friday for a recent episode of the Cinema Movie Podcast. Megan 1 and Megan 2.0. It's the first time I've seen Megan 2.0. I thought it was okay. I don't think it's as memorable as the first one. This one's more like a horror comedy / action. I had the itch, Nick, and I want to know if this has ever happened to you because it's never happened to me before. I had the itch to watch a classic horror movie, and it was A Nightmare on Elm Street. I put it in, and I was just not entertained. I kept looking at my phone. I kept looking and just trying to do everything but enjoy that movie. And I love that movie. That's one of my favorite movies of all time. Has that ever happened to you?
Putting it in and not being entertained.
Yeah.
No, there might be movies that I do love a whole lot. I mean, it just depends on what I'm doing. If I'm messaging someone about stuff, whatever. I mean, or if I'm just really that damn tired. I
Yeah.
would say for the most part, I mean, I'm in, but
I mean, also maybe it's one of those movies I've seen so many times that when it was in, I didn't pay attention to a lot of stuff, but it was when it was like my favorite scene or one of a good Freddy line or a good kill, I paid attention to it. Maybe that's why.
get a little burnt out. I mean,
Yeah.
they did release that. I haven't gotten it, but the new 4K transfers.
Oh,
Me personally, I want the Steelbook collection, but I don't
it's
think that's gonna happen.
it's already sold out.
The US versions, yes, but I think UK still have some, but it's the price to pay.
Yeah, so I don't know, man. To me, when I did, this is coming from somebody who's got a PlayStation 5, a 4K TV. The only thing that wasn't 4K about the Freddy watch was Freddy itself. And, it's still beautiful, but I'm like, man, right now life has hit me so hard. I can hardly go out and just purchase a $20 movie, let alone a 60, 70, 80, $90 upgrade to something I already have. So, and if this says anything, real talk, the last purchase I made was the Robert Pattinson movie from March.
Was it a Mickey
Mickey
17?
17. Yeah, that's the last purchase I made. That's how you know. That's how you know 2025 has been a joke for me.
I don't really remember what movie I last. Well, I would say Casper the 4K Steelbook and Long Legs Steelbook.
Yeah.
I think Long Legs Steelbook had been out for a bit. Uh, yeah, it's just been nothing but upgrades. That's yeah.
there's been a lot of like stuff that I've wanted to get recently, like just new stuff, that I don't have. Like me not getting Thunderbolts kind of hurt because I'm always used to getting the Marvel movies, and I'm like, come on, I can't even afford Thunderbolts right now. What's going on with me? Let me just slip my wrist over here. And I'm like, it's been tough, man.
Seeing those prices.
And I don't know if it's got anything to do with politics or just recent flux. But I mean, there's still been some decent prices, and then you look at like stuff like the regular Thunderbolts Blu-ray. I think was like $27.99. I'm like, holy hell, what's going on?
Meaning to get the because Arrow Video released the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 03 and the beginning for 4K, and I still have not gotten those.
It's insane. Yeah, like those prices are insane right now. Used to, I was like, should I eat this week or Blu-rays? Blu-rays no matter what. But I haven't been able to do that lately. I'm like, I'm fine with just my beans and rice. Let me get a Blu-ray.
So we can just always get some Frost Flakes.
I did have I did want to rewatch Psycho. I'm doing a little studying for an Alfred Hitchcock episode soon, so I enjoyed the hell out of Psycho rewatch, which as we should. Other than that, my recent watches have kind of been slow. Tropic Thunder, the Scream franchise, Fright Night, Ed Gein, Monster. Did you check that out, Nick?
I have not checked it out. Part of me is because I haven't seen the other ones. I mean, I know it's not like Marvel Cinematic Universe or anything like that, but
right.
It's just to get the feel of. It's done by the American Horror Story creator, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah. I heard mixed reviews about this show, though.
I personally gave it a 3 out of 5, but I mean, I think you would probably enjoy it. It's just getting to it, like you said. Today's episode, we are talking about Nick's pick. The title is Your Monster, with a release date from October 25th, 2024, with a budget of $300,000. It grossed a little over $800,000 to the box office, starring Melissa Barrera, Tommy Dewey, Edmund Donovan, Megan Faye, and directed by Caroline Lindy. After her life falls apart, soft-spoken actress Laura Franco finds her voice again when she meets a terrifying yet weirdly charming monster living in her closet. A romantic comedy horror film about falling in love with your inner rage. Nick, you recommended this movie. Do you remember the first time you watched it, or was the recommendation your first time watch?
The recommendation would be my first watch. This could have been a movie that went under the radar for me had I not seen a YouTuber that I follow talk about the movie. And I mean, as soon as I heard Melissa Barrera was gonna be in was in that film, I was like, well, here at Friday the 14th, we've pretty much covered most of her film, so add another to the list. And also, I love a good cheesy rom-com, and this also fits in the horror genre too. So
same. Fantastic directorial debut by Caroline Lindy. I'm right there with you. You suggested it. It was an episode. I watched it. First time watch, and I can't wait to kind of discuss the movie with you today. IMDb currently has this movie at a 6.4 out of 10. Rotten Tomatoes is at 79%. The Metascore is 63%, and the Letterboxd is a 3.5 out of 5. You guys can go check this out now on Hulu, Max, Disney Plus. It's everywhere, so go check it out. I'm not gonna lie, we can dig into it. Spoiler alert: the movie's a year old. We're at 15 minutes into the episode, so go check it out, watch it, come back and hang out and talk to us. I dug this movie, man. I really did. Just looking at the picture, I thought it was maybe like a Beauty and the Beast kind of thing, but it turned into a coming of age story about a girl who, Melissa Barrero's character is down on her luck. She is diagnosed with cancer. Her boyfriend's like, I can't get into this relationship anymore. You're sick. I can't take care of you. It's too much. The boyfriend is played by Edmund Donovan. He plays Jacob, and he is just the doucher of douchery in this movie. And I dug it, man. To be honest with you, so I thought it was a pretty good watch. You feel really bad for Laura in this movie, though, in the first like 10 minutes right off the bat. So
Yeah, same. I don't know if this because that was kind of I missed a few parts, but at the beginning I was kind of wondering like uh about the boyfriend, like that he just pretty much left her. I don't know. I thought it was gonna be in a twist that he was gonna be the monster at first, but of course, watching the movie, it turned out to be something else.
something else completely.
I
So
was like,
I
where'd the
did,
boyfriend go?
yeah. So I did think this movie was going to go two different ways. I didn't think it was going to go the way it ended. Um, let's say what do you think about the when you started it? Did you kind of think the same thing, like this was going towards a Beauty and the Beast like kind of ending?
And he'll turn to a nice Prince Charming. Is that is that what we're thinking?
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking too, honestly. That
I
she
mean,
I kind of thought that she was going to uh fall in love with the Beast.
it does have like a real similar story. I mean, the monster pretty much has like he tries to claim the house for himself, so he's trying to at the beginning trying to force her out, but
Yeah, yeah, he does try to force her out, but I uh, I didn't think it was going this route at all. Like, so I don't think we can really talk about the movie without explaining how the ending goes technically. Um, and it's pretty much her just it's her inter it's she's co she's no, I don't want to say co-parenting. She's dealing with her inner monster, and that's pretty much what the movie turns out to be, correct? At least that's my perception from it. Is at
that's
the end, right?
that's pretty much all in her head.
Yeah, yeah,
Well, I mean, throughout the whole movie, no one really notices the monster other
yeah.
than her. No one acknowledges him or make even mentions him. So it does sort of play out like, oh, maybe it's just something that's part of her whole mind creating this.
Yeah, which I thought was a pretty clever part on the writing and the directing, and for the budget only being 300,000, I thought Melissa Barrero's like performance and the monster's performance were like spot on. It was more funny and romantic than there was any horror aspects of it. If you ask me, the really only horror aspect of it was probably the last 10 minutes. Would you agree?
That part. I mean, because there's that scene where supposedly the monster does have he, he hurts Jacob, and that one scene where they catch Jacob cheating.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's true. That's true.
And because when you after thinking about the whole thing, like it's really in her head, whatever. I can just imagine seeing it. Like, imagine they showed you actual footage. It's just her pulling that lever and whatever, him falling down. Like when
Yeah.
she see the monster do it.
What about the scene where she, if everything was just her and her space, she never really technically had sex with a monster.
It was one of those toys from Spencer's.
Yeah.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
but still the same thing. Like, I think this is one of those movies that I don't now knowing the ending, I didn't have any real aspirations to grab this and rewatch it on HBO Max. But now that I know the ending, I'm like, man, I think this maybe would have one of those where maybe it gets better with multiple viewings. But I will say it's only an hour and 43 minutes, and I still feel like maybe this was like 10 minutes too long. Did you feel like maybe this could have been like an easy hour and a half?
It could
Like,
have.
did you have any issues? You said you were missing like some spots here and there. Were you just like busy, or did it kind of lose your attention?
I mean, it'll probably played within the time I watched it. Sort of late.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I think I may have paused it a few times to probably get something to drink. Um, but honestly, I think after a while, I mean, it was pretty a breeze watching through it.
Yeah, it definitely didn't feel like homework. Like this definitely is something that is, I would say, unique, and it like provides an uplift to the times. I think the monster was done beautifully. He wasn't like too grotesque, and you could kind of he was just charming enough to where you're like, okay, I could kind of see, even though it might be a little bestiality, I could see where she might kind of attract to him. Um,
Yeah, it's definitely long hair that's doing it.
yeah. Um, the scene where they like have the small little breakup and she's arguing with him. I think when you sit back and look at how it ended, you can definitely tell like she's, sitting back arguing with herself, telling herself that she should have been there for herself, or, she's the reason why some of this stuff continuously happen, and, what it means for her to close that chapter in on her mental health. And I think that's another thing we haven't touched on yet is this movie is really good about being discreet, but yet also um, complimenting on how important mental health can be.
Yeah, seeing that whole closet scene, where she's just of course he finds out like oh, so he did more than just talk to Jacob, and that was a it's a bit of a it was a little bit of a tearjerker there. And then how the closet just seals back up, like Narnia just disappeared out of nowhere.
So,
Um,
so I thought this was also going to be like kind of a dark ending to where like um, I thought that she was going to find love finally. This is how I thought it was going to go. I thought she was going to find love finally and be happy, and then she wouldn't beat cancer, and I thought she would pass away from it. So that's kind of how I thought this was going to go. And then another way that I thought this was going to go was going to be like a Green Mile kind of way where he takes her cancer away, but he ends up getting sick from it and dying.
imagine.
Yeah. So I was like, is he going to mark Michael Clark Duncan her?
So I tried to take it back, but it's too late.
But overall, man, I thought it was a really good watch. I can't believe I've never heard of this movie either until you mentioned it a few weeks ago. And I was like, man, let me check out some of the posters. I had to make poster for Friday the 14th, and I was like, okay. I stayed away from the trailer and I went into it completely blind. And I'm like, you know what? This is cool, yet kind of creepy, yet kind of ultimately satisfying, you know? So in a day and age where everybody is streaming and we're trying to we're trying to talk somebody into watching a movie and stream it, I say, you know what, it's October 16th, 8 p.m. at night, here in Central Time, here in Oklahoma and Texas, where you're at. Like, this would be the perfect time of year to stream this movie. So
You can watch it during spooky season, or you can just put it on Valentine's. So you can watch 2 times out of the year. Or we're just doing a Melissa Bird binge watch.
dude, you know what? I watched this too right after I binge watched the Scream movies, and I'm like, I kind of just got like upset. I'm like, how is she not going to be in the new Scream movie? Like, I'm gonna be ultimately just upset that she's not going to continue the legacy and be in the new Scream movie. So I got to admit, some of the stuff has been a little weird that you have suggested that she's been in. But even though the movie might have been weird, I have always enjoyed at least her part in the movie. So, like, you know, I'm gonna say I'm right there with you. Like, I'm a fan now. You know, anything that she puts out, I'm definitely gonna be intrigued.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I would say all her movies are pretty good. I mean, the only I would say the weak one out of the whole bunch was the
In the Heights,
is that um
I
she was
liked
that
them.
way. I don't know.
Yeah,
I can't remember.
yeah. I So that was her first major role, was
I
in
only
the
seen it
Heights.
once.
In the Heights, and then she did All the World is Sleeping, Scream, Keep Breathing, Carmen, Bed Rest.
Was it Bed Rest? I think that was the movie we reviewed
Yeah,
on Tubi.
Scream 6, Your Monster, and Abigail.
Abigail was a pretty good movie.
Oh yeah. So, and Keep Breathing is 6 episodes, and it's on Netflix.
Keep Breathing. Is there another horror film thriller?
It's a TV show.
Oh, it's
All the World is Sleeping is on Paramount Plus. So, and then I believe In the Heights is on. Oh, it's on
not
nothing.
do it. Nothing.
TNT.
In the Heights wasn't that originally like a on Max.
I thought it was on Max,
Hmm.
but yeah. So yeah, Your Monster. Like I said, the ending with it all being in her head. To me, the really only horror aspect of this is just the last maybe like 10 minutes, and then the scene, like you said, where um, well, Jacob wasn't really cheating because they had kind of broken up already. That's another thing that's probably kind of irritating. Is like this guy treated her like trash, right? Like, left her while she was hooked up to chemo, and she continues and went back with him and had Kentuckus with the guy.
Kentuckus. Kentuckus. Well, yeah. It's art imitates life. I mean, that's. I don't want to speak for a lot of women in the world, but it's a common trend. They attach themselves to something that's not really good for them, despite the many failures. Uh, I mean, it's crazy how she even though initially he did write the part because in this play the whole thing was originally for her, but and he's gonna give it away to that more famous actress. And whether she's like the understudy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wonder if that was just her way of trying to get back with them.
Yeah, I mean, or maybe she was just like trying to get him to trust her again so she could ultimately do what she wanted to do. That was my thought of it. But
Yeah, and then the person he ends up going with, because she thinks is the main actress that was gonna be in it, but it ends up turning out to be her friend. By that point, she's like, "Oh, so I don't really care anymore."
yeah. So there wasn't really many. Maybe there she is in the Heights. Oh, I definitely got to go back and watch that movie.
Heights.
What would you say? Probably there wasn't really any kill scenes, I guess. Maybe unless you want to talk about Jacob's scene, but we can talk about maybe favorite scene if you have one from your monster.
I definitely I like the ending performance. Um, I wouldn't. It's not really so much of action or whatever going on. It's just more of their chemistry and just the little moments they had together when they were the first get into because they known each other since she was like a kid back in the, but of course she had forgot about him. Um, just them watching was that Night of the Living Dead,
Yeah, which was cool
flipping through the
because
channels.
it's a free domain movie, so they didn't have to pay for the rights to put in the movie. So,
Yeah, it's even little moments they had together. Honestly, it really is kind of difficult to point out anything because there wasn't really any kills, like mentioned.
yeah, I do. So I am, like you said at the beginning of the episode, I'm a sucker as well for romantic comedy movies and cheesy loveness. So whenever she had ordered the Chinese food and he was like, "No Sesame chicken," and she, is trying to get him to eat with her, and he just golfs the whole thing down. I was like, okay, that's funny. I think that's kind of cute. Um, and then the moment where she does have the mental breakdown and she goes in the closet and you know um, just powerful performance by Melissa Barrera. um, the state of her mental health in that scene is like really shown, and it's dragged out. And I think it would have been cool if she was maybe talking to him through like a window or like a glass, to where it was just her in the scene talking to him, but you don't see the monster. I thought that would have been pretty cool. But even the way this was shot, I thought it was like really, really well, beautifully done. That's a very good scene, very powerful scene. Um, and then the ending, the dark aspect of did she kill him? Did she dream up the whole thing? Was the whole thing a nightmare? Even I thought the ending was really fun and really cool. So it was probably some of my favorite scenes.
That'd be a cool, like if they were to. Cause imagine if they did shoot some things where it does play out that she did all that stuff,
Oh
uh,
yeah.
like in the bonus features and whatnot. Probably not, but just imagine seeing how it went down. Just
I
straight
don't.
to kills Jacob.
I had to look, but I didn't think this movie got a physical media release. Did it? It did not. So, um, But yeah, star rating, man. I'm gonna kind of go. Well, this was yours first, so go ahead and give us your star rating.
Um, I'm going to give it a 3.5 machetes.
3.5 machetes. Uh,
Yeah, Danny Trails.
I think I'll probably do the same thing. Um, but I'm gonna go just a half under. I'm gonna give this a solid 3. And like I said, it's there was I really liked the film. I thought it was a good watch. I just had a small issue with just the timing. I'm like, yeah, this probably could have been cut maybe like by 10 or 15. Other than that, solid 3, man. So I don't know how this would go on the rewatch. It could obviously go up, but I think this is a really solid flick. So 3 stars. Recommend it. Go check it out on the Max. So yeah, but next week or in 2 weeks, what we're going to try to do, we're going to try to have an episode out for you guys on October 30th, the day before Halloween, that Thursday night, 7:30 p.m. And I always have to bring up something when it comes to A24 and horror movies. So let's try to talk about Bring Her Back, Thursday, October 30th, the night before Halloween. This is my pick. So this is also streaming on Max. So go check it out, stream it, watch it. It's also available physical copy if you want to go check it out. And come back to us 2 weeks from tonight, the night before Halloween, and talk horror movies with us. So, Nick, are you excited? Have you seen Bring Her Back?
Not since its theater release.
Oh,
Uh,
nice. So you did check it
actually,
out in theaters.
if I remember correctly, I saw it twice in theaters
Okay.
because I missed the beginning. The first watch, I was like, all right, I'll rewatch the movie again. So this will be the third time revisiting this film.
Nice.
It's
So,
if I remember correctly, it's the same people that did talk to me.
yeah, I'm super excited. I missed this in theaters. I wanted to snag this physically so bad. I think I still might try to bend the rules a little bit. Maybe this might be my first snag since Mickey 17. I'm not sure, but I'm excited whether I stream it or buy it. Bring Her Back. I can't wait to talk to you about it. So it's always fun talking horror movies with you, especially if it's A24. So
The horror gasm. Yeah.
other than that, I think that will do it. Don't forget, new episode of the Cinema Movie Podcast on Tuesday. We will be talking all about Alfred Hitchcock. We dedicate an entire episode to one of the forefathers of fear. That's this Tuesday, right here on Emus Raw Productions, 7:30 on Tuesday night. And then 2 weeks from tonight, Bring Her Back, new episode of Friday the 14th podcast. So, Nick, anything you want to add, man, before we get out of here? What are you doing this weekend? You got any wrestling?
Not me. I know Franco thinks doing this show Saturday when he comes back from Disney with his family. He's on
Nice.
vacation. I think he's gonna be rushing to a show Saturday. I mean, I think the following week I'll be attending some shows though. Um,
Nice.
yeah. So tomorrow I do plan on seeing the Black Phone too.
Oh, yeah, that does come out today. Nice.
That's and then next week that Chubby Oaks by Chris Zuckman should be out. Definitely looking forward to that.
Nice. There's nothing I can physically go see yet. I am interested in watching the John Candy documentary on Amazon Prime. People have been trying to get me to watch that for several days now since it came out. So that'll be on the horizon. Plenty more Alfred Hitchcock movies coming up for me. So other than that, man, I think that'll do it. And we'll see everybody on a new episode of Friday the 14th podcast in 2 weeks. Bring her back. Nick, always a pleasure.
Same. All right, man. Everybody, say ultra.